Ladies, gentlemen, graduates, welcome to the University of Manchester, to the splendid surroundings of Whitworth Hall. Today's ceremony is designed to recognise the hard work that our graduates have put into their courses and their ability to convert their skills into a degree. I hope today turns out to be memorable, maybe even one of the best days of your lives. How presumptuous. Who am I to assume it'll be one of the best days of your lives? In fact, even if it is, how would I know how you would judge it? It's actually very hard to define best. The Oxford English Dictionary describes best as, quote, of the most excellent or desirable type or quality. Most excellent or desirable. It's fair enough, I suppose. A search for quotations about best reveals many that are simple truisms. For example, Abraham Lincoln famously said, "Whatever you are, be a good one." Not his greatest legacy. Not very helpful if we're to define best. What if we try to apply the word best to other settings? For example, what's the best city in the world? As Malcolm Grant, the president and provost of UCL, wrote in The Guardian last year, is Moscow better than Sydney? Would Hong Kong squeeze in above Manchester? Or Bangkok above Brighton? These cities could be ranked in many ways, on population, on visitor numbers, on economic performance, or even rainfall, and we know who'd win there. But there's clearly no single answer. We could find a metric that would place one city above another, but would it help us to reach the answer? By the way, as a West Bromwich Albion fan, it's even possible for me to find a reason to put Birmingham above New York. On another subject, and to hammer home the ridiculous, we could ask, what's the best food available in the Manchester Christmas market? Is it the Lakeland lamb burger, smothered in crunchy fried onions, or the Flammkuchen with its crispy crust and succulent ham, or the warm, sweet coconut macaroon, fresh out of the oven? Sorry, I got a bit carried away there. My point, however, is that it's clearly ludicrous to even contemplate such a ranking. So, best day of your life, best city, best Christmas market food. In reality, all are a matter of individual judgment and personal taste. I apologise for the contrived start to the speech, but I've raised these issues because there's growing pressure to judge universities. The next year will see a step change in this pressure as the major switch in the mode of undergraduate tuition fee collection from government pays to student pays takes place. And we predict a knock-on effect, of course, for PGT and PGR recruitment. It is, of course, perfectly reasonable for undergraduates, postgraduates and their parents to decide on the best university, i.e. one that is of the most excellent or desirable type or quality, and they will. But how should we rank excellence and desirability of universities? If we were to rank, Manchester would lead the UK in some very important categories. Nobel Prize winners on staff, total government income, applications for undergraduate places, number of overseas students. But in other areas we wouldn't do as well. Regardless, in many cases the differences are already quantitative. We could ask, what does it matter to be top when the difference may be just a few percent between us and the second place institution? Malcolm Grant wrote his Guardian article as an attack on the use of league tables that emphasise these rankings. These tables use different baskets of measures, some of which would, like student feedback and employer ratings, are clearly important but subjective, while others are so detailed that their impact is lost. Nevertheless, league tables are proliferating, and we can be assured that a multitude covering all aspects of the student experience will appear over the next year. I want to argue today that a simple ranking that highlights the best university is not the way to go, just as it's not the way to go when defining the best city or the best Christmas market food. What we actually need are descriptions of distinctiveness that link to an individual's ability to judge excellent or desirable type or quality. So, how is the University of Manchester different? What is its brand identity? What is its flavour? What attracts people to study here? For the FLS graduates here today, it could be the opportunity they've been afforded to use some of the best equipment facilities in the country, or the personalised training they've received. or the skills they've acquired by being exposed to life with potential employers in industry. More generally, we could say it's the scale of the university, with its exceptional breadth, that offers expertise in almost every academic discipline. Or it could be the heritage of a city and a university that have had a transformational effect on society. For example, as the seat of the Industrial Revolution, the birth of free trade, the home of the suffragette movement, or the fact that 25 Nobel Prize winners have worked here, including Rutherford, who split the atom in the building next door. It could be the intimate link between the city and the university, with the city being an edgy, gritty, ambitious, can-do kind of place. Or the fact we're sitting equidistant between the richest football club in the world and the English Premier League champions. Surprisingly, both are a very significant attraction, even after last night's result. Manchester's brand is all about a buzzing campus experience, high research credentials, contemporary urban life, access to the best facilities, and an environment that stimulates inquiring and challenging learning. However, we need to remember that distinctiveness is different for different people, including our graduates. Some of these characteristics will appeal to some people and some won't. What matters most to our students, to our graduates? Should they only go to universities that are top of the league tables based largely on subjective rankings? No. Does it matter that they are employable, have a job, have taken the next step in their careers? Of course. But there's far more to university experience than getting a degree and economic benefit. Intellectual horizons are broadened. Personal contact in a campus-based environment shapes the individual. Next year it'll be 35 years since I started my undergraduate degree here in Manchester. And while I can no longer remember what on earth I did in those 3 years, I seem to remember enjoying them, and there's no doubt they laid the foundation for my career. Today is a chance for today's graduates to reflect on what is a key period in their life and to assess what has been distinctive about their experience at the University of Manchester, and I urge you all to do so. You will each have your own memories and achievements that will be associated with Manchester. Some things will have gone well, others not so well. You're likely to have overindulged and gone without, been lonely and made friends for life, loved and maybe even lost. To quote Abraham Lincoln again, in the end, it's not the years in your life that count, it's the life in your years. So returning to best, I sincerely hope this turns out to be one of the best days in your lives. Just like your family and friends who have joined you today, we're immensely proud of your achievements. Many, many congratulations. We wish you well as you move forward with your lives, and we hope that your Manchester degree will serve you well. You will live in different cities. Your taste in Christmas food will change. League tables will proliferate, but the experience that you've had here will persist.
Vice President, on behalf of the Senate of the University, I present to you for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Boyan Petov Bonev. Beth Dyson. Ellen Forty. Rebecca Joan Mary Hurst. Raquel Lingero. Harini Mankad. Alice Nichols. Chris Noakes. Victoria Ogilvie. Philip Oliver David Robinson. Ben Sear. Anik Swala. Matthew Tate. Swap Navadi. And for the degree of Master of Philosophy, Mars Silver Skay. And for the degree of Master of Research in Biological Sciences, Nirav Florian Chhabra. Michael Owen Crompton. Jennifer Ann Gethin. Sean Canderhill. Sadia Karam Khwaja. And Christopher Ugbode. And in integrative biology, Kimberly Ann Burnett. Louise Kearney. Sarah Alice Louise Martin. Kate Skye Merritt. Sally Wood. And Amy Worth.
Vice President, on behalf of the Senate of the University, I present to you for the degree of Master of Science in Biochemistry, Riyad Al-Milmani. Urmila Das. Tanmay Gupta. Jay Lay. Hayley Denise Ormond. Heron Wang. And in Biomedical and Forensic Studies in Egyptology, Matthew Beale. Susan Ann Corcoran. Jitama Gotts. Rebecca Smith. And in Biotechnology and Enterprise, Sarvesh Acharya. Temitope Adeyemi. Mayan Hashim Ayaz. Meghna Das. Prakar Gupta. Kanika Gupta. Leopoldo Napoleon Herrera Rodriguez. Devanshu Mukherjee. Grishma Murali. Hiran Odedra. Arvind Selvaraju. And in cancer biology, Amjad Nasser Al-Rebdi. Tagaraja Raghavendra. And in cell biology, Emma Pond. And in bioinformatics, Gufran Barakat Al-Bakri. Narayanan Krishnan. Ian O'Neill. And in computational neuroscience and neuroinformatics, Caroline Angela Lee Carnell. And in developmental biology, Clara Josephine Gildy. Nurul Aquila Binti Mod Noor. Francisca Paul. And in history of medicine, James Hamill. And Shuni Mihandra Kaneria. And in history of science and technology, Rosemary Sophia Yohanan. And in immunology and immunogenetics, Paul Jonathan Collins. Luke Daniel Foster. Pooja Manjunath. Adam Perezinski. Sayeeda Yasamin Pishve. Seema Rahman. Kang Yang. And in molecular parasitology and vector biology, Bora Bitamani. Michael Brammell. Nicola Day. Salam El Hanawi. Sandeep Kaur. Natala Emma McConkville. And in neuroscience, Louise Adams. Emma Louise Bolton Smith. Sarah Joanne Tomlinson. Laura Ann Whiteley. And in plant sciences, Rikong An. Matthew Anthony Edward Miller. Wanjun T. And in research methods in science communication, Megan Alice Mary Barrett. And for the postgraduate diploma in plant sciences, Amol Jan. And for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Biochemistry with honours, Dominic Baxter. And in Biology with honours, Daniel Charles Hayes. Scott Walker. And in Pharmacology with honours, Kaylee Griffiths. And in Zoology with honours, Philip Peter Cohen.
Good afternoon to all our graduates and their family and friends. As head of the School of Earth, Atmospheric and Environmental Sciences, I'm very pleased to be here today to join with you all in celebrating the success of our graduating students. Our school is one of the oldest in this university. The first Professor of Natural History, William Williamson, was appointed at the opening of what was then Owens College in 1851, 19 years before the university moved to the magnificent buildings in which we're in today. At the time, natural history included the subjects of zoology, botany, and geology, so it's very fitting that you are graduating with your colleagues in the Faculty of Life Sciences. The school now covers a broad range of disciplines, including geosciences, environmental science, and atmospheric sciences. We are proud of our research profile in this school. A recent example is our leading research analysing the pigment patterns of fossilised birds and fish that are over 100 million years old. This work was published in the journal Science earlier this year, and is a theme very closely related to the research work of Williamson himself over 150 years ago. Of course, we use novel techniques, such as the world's most advanced light sources. I doubt very much that Williamson would have recognised these tools. After all, he had to wait until his professorial appointment before he acquired his first microscope. As you've already heard from our Vice Principal, that clearly isn't the case today. Today, we're here to recognise the achievements of our master's students in petroleum engineering, and in petroleum geoscience, and in environmental sciences, and our PhD students in atmospheric science. Our petroleum geoscientists are involved in a large number of industrial consortia with companies such as BP, Schlumberger, and Maersk. These collaborations offer our students, such as those graduating from our Petroleum Geoscience Master's Programme, fantastic opportunities to learn in an environment closely linked to leading companies in the industry. Our environmental scientists have been closely involved in research at the forefront of nuclear disposal industry, and the students work closely with our research groups across a range of environmental science disciplines. Their degrees are very much sought after as environmental challenges in research and in the industrial sector continue to become more complex and more costly. Our graduating PhD students are from atmospheric sciences, a discipline covering the underpinning science of climate change, improving weather forecasting, and prediction of air quality. These students have developed their independent research skills over the last 3 years and have begun to make significant contributions to our scientific knowledge in the area in their own right. So what for the future? Alumni from our school have gone on to become leaders in the mining and hydrocarbon industries, a member of the school's Environmental Science Industrial Liaison Board, was a past graduate of our school. He now runs his own leading UK environmental consultancy business. Other alumni include the current Executive Director of the British Geological Survey and the Deputy Chief Scientist of the Met Office. Manchester graduates in our school are leading contributors in many areas, and I'm sure that those of you graduating today will all build on the hard work and dedication you've displayed through your time with us and achieve the greatest success in the future. You all very much deserve it. We wish you all the very best for your future careers. Congratulations to you all, and please keep in touch. Vice President, on behalf of the Senate of the University, I present to you for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Christopher Dearden. Neil Robinson. Christopher Francis Lee. Andrew Mark Gaby. Jafar Nasheed Hamid Al Mahmoudi. And for the degree of Master of Science in Pollution and Environmental Control, Fiona Shui Yi Chu. Jennifer McTeer. Babajide Olowu. Daniel Matthew Rounds. Carolina Scarinci. Rosanna Lisette Welding. Ian David Mark Willick. And in Petroleum Geoscience, Peace Mao Aaron. Hatem Mohammed Abdul Momen. Callum Neil Agnew. Anastasia Budeva. Sean William Dumali. Kiseri Mriti Drum. Adam Duffy. Adel Mustafa Adawi. Richard Hood. Andrew David Jackson. Alan Kajubi. Godwin Rushitra Matovu. Robert Riglinski. Tommy Sheldrick. Adamu Abdullahi Suleiman. Nicholas Portman Tranter. Gareth Williams. And in Petroleum Geoscience for Reservoir Development and Production, Eziolu Ibe. Benson Ogenovo Ugbenu. Shamik Hussein Velori Javid. And for the degree of Bachelor of Sciences in Geology with Honours, Meera Patel.
Mathematics in Manchester has had a long and auspicious history. A number of major figures in the world of mathematics have made Manchester their home over the years, including Sir Osborne Reynolds, one of the fathers of modern fluid mechanics, Sir James Lighthill, one of the most influential applied mathematicians of the 20th century, and Frank Adams, one of the founders of modern Hubble-T theory. However, probably the most famous mathematician to have made Manchester his home is Alan Turing, famous for his work at Bletchley Park in cracking the Enigma code, and for his development of the Turing machine, something that nowadays forms the heart of every PC and laptop. Indeed, next year marks the centenary of Turing's death and will be a year of celebration nationally and internationally of his life and of his work, and the school will play a leading role in these celebrations. The school is justly proud of its home, the appropriately named Alan Turing Building, which was designed with significant input from mathematicians themselves. This provides a stimulating environment for students, including today's graduates, and staff alike, and is the envy of many of our visitors. Today, the School of Mathematics is one of the largest integrated schools and departments of mathematics in the country, and as such is highly influential. Many of our mathematicians are heavily involved with policy making at a national level and influencing the government to ensure that entrepreneurship and science remain at the heart of the economy, particularly through economically challenging times. Public engagement activities span across many parts of the school, from providing support and training for maths teachers in schools and colleges, to running the UK's first ever conference on how academic mathematicians can communicate their work more effectively to the wider public. The school is also proud of our research activities that are leading to many practical and socially important applications, such as helping mining companies to accurately calculate the value of their reserves, investigating the causes of forest fires, and detecting and eradicating landmines. Indeed, the School of Mathematics takes great pride in the quality and diversity of its research activities, especially as mathematics nowadays is so important in so many ways in our day-to-day lives. Naturally, the broad interests of our mathematics staff strongly influence the education of our students, both with regards to research and teaching. Vice President, on behalf of the Senate of the University, I present to you for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Kwan E. Chan. Christiana Harold Bus. Tatiana Zolvich. Sarah Jarvis. Simon Pereira. Katrina Mary Stickles. Paul Taylor. And for the degree of Master of Science in Biostatistics, Philip James Foden. Mola Nemeth. Wei Tang. And in mathematical finance, Mohammed Musa Al-Bulhayri. Lee Sen. Stephen Faulkner. Juani Gonzalez Mendoza. Kamesh Raj Rajendran. Jonathan Shakhtar. B-Wei Tang. Min Chao Wang. Goi Wei. Monga Chow. And in mathematical logic and the theory of computation, how is D.F. Allah Arasra Arani? Christopher Hampson. Jonas Lorenz. Christopher Francis Ted. David Wilding. And in pure mathematics, Basma Salah Alanzi. Maria Alexandru. Anthony Chu. Simon John Hollick. Isabella Laskovska. And in statistics, Dirani Shatrula Kirindenia. Laura Hazel Maddox. Ulu Watoying Deborah Omoli. Mong Sun. Sheng Ching Tang. Maria Georgiou Vasilou. Kung Yang Yi. And in theoretical and applied fluid dynamics, Nico Burton. Jason James Cook. Mohammed Rahil Sheikh. And for the degree of Master of Mathematics in Mathematics with honours, Charles Kieran Johncock Som. And for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Actuarial Science and Mathematics with honours, Saif Hamdi. And in Mathematics with honours, Jessica Jane Brown. Angela Kudhale. And for the degree of Master of Science in Advanced Manufacturing Technology and Systems Management, Kath Ikian Tamil Selvan.
On behalf of the University of Manchester, I once again congratulate all of you who are graduating here today on your excellent achievements, and I wish you every success and happiness in your future lives and careers. I now declare this ceremony closed.